Good morning, distance learners. Hope everyone is doing okay. Hope you guys had an excellent summer. My name is Mr. Peck. I'm one of the three social studies teachers on the 8th grade hallway. So Ms. Campbell, Mr. Isom, and myself, we were all meeting together, and we were thinking of some of the challenges that you guys might face, some of the questions that you might have being a distance learner. So we decided to compile everything together in a PowerPoint, and I'm just going to run through it with you real quick, showing you some tips on how to be successful this year. So one of the first questions you might have is, where do I go? So a lot of you might be thinking, what platform will I use? What thing will I log into in order to be able to do my schoolwork for the day? So the platform that we're using this year for our distance learners is called Kiddom. I'm sure a lot of you have already tried to log into it. So in order to get into Kiddom, you're going to go to Clever. Once you're in Clever, go to Kiddom. I included a picture of what the logo is going to look like. And then once you're in Kiddom, click on the class. So every single one of your classes will be on Kiddom. So if you're trying to do my work, click on Social Studies, Mr. Peck, and then once you're in there, that's where you're going to be able to see all of your assignments for the week. So each week you will have different assignments. Once you select the week that you're trying to do the work for that day. Once you do that, you're going to go and turn it in. So there's a submit button on Kiddom. Once you click submit, that is you turning in your work to me. Once you do that, we will be able to look at it and we'll be able to give you guys unique feedback. And feedback is our way of saying, how did you do? What could you have done better? You'll be able to see personalized comments on your work from us. The next platform that we're going to be using in social studies is called Class Notebook. Now, in order to get to Class Notebook, you're going to go to your OneDrive. Once you're in OneDrive, you go to the top left-hand corner of the screen and you'll click on that button that looks like a waffle. Once you get to the waffle, you're going to go to Class Notebook. And I included the logo on the right-hand side so you know what to look for. So Classroom Notebook, this is going to serve as your class folder. If you had myself or Mr. Husney last year, you know that we used actual folders in the classroom. Now obviously we're not going to be able to do that this year since you guys are distance, so we found the solution to that through Class Notebook. This is going to organize all of your work, all of the handouts in class, and we'll be able to get those handouts to you through this platform. So as a distance learner, once you see those handouts that we give you, you have a couple options. You can use the mouse on your computer and select the color and just draw onto it if you want to draw, or write onto it if you want to write using the mouse. Alternatively, you can also just click on it. It'll create a text box and you're able to just type right into the assignment. So this is how your assignments are going to be stored. You'll be able to have them later. It's all in one spot. So the next thing you might be thinking about as a distance learner is, nice, I can do my work whenever I want to. There is no time limit or anything like that. We will not be able to log in whenever we feel like it this year. We will not be able to just do our work whenever we feel like it. This time around with distance learning, it's a lot more serious. You guys are going to be expected to get your assignments turned into us at a specific time. You're going to be expected to log into Zoom at a specific time. All these different time-sensitive requirements are going to be what you're doing every single day. So in order to help you with that process, in order to be successful there, you're going to have to establish a daily routine for yourself. Make sure that you're staying disciplined with this routine and you're not falling off of it. The first thing that I think of when I think of a routine is waking up at a specific time. So I recommend that you all just go ahead and set your alarm and make sure that you wake up whenever you would normally come to school. This way, you'll be able to get up early, you'll be able to get your attendance in, and you'll be able to see what is required of you for that specific day. Those early hours of the morning are the best time to get things knocked out so that you're not having to do work later into the evening. The next thing that I think of when I think of a routine is having a specific place in your house where you go to complete your work. So maybe you have a desk in your room. If you have that, maybe set that as your place where you do your work. This will eliminate distractions. If you have something that you do for a hobby, make sure that you are not in that same spot because you will get distracted and you won't be able to complete your work on time. All in all, this routine is extremely important, and it's extremely important that you guys don't fall out of that routine. Maybe you'll start and you'll be doing really well with that routine, and then you'll be tempted to just maybe fall off and kind of get distracted with your work. Make sure that you're staying self-disciplined and that you don't fall out of that routine. As a school, as teachers, we really can't monitor your routine habits because you guys are distance learners. So for that reason, a lot of the responsibility is on you guys to make sure that you are doing what you need to. Just remember ultimately that you guys are still in school, you're still a student for us, and you still have expectations of completing your work. One of the next questions you all might have is, when should I look at our social studies class online? Things are going to look a little bit different with class rotation this year. We're starting a block schedule and you're going to be on A/B days. So for math and ELA, you're going to see those classes every single day. You'll have 5 lessons per week. Science and social studies, it's a little bit different. You guys will only be seeing me 3 times a week. So whenever you log into Kidem, you're only going to see 3 lessons for the week for my class. Now you might be tempted to say, okay, well I guess I don't really need to log in on my off days for science and social studies. We were brainstorming as a group and we were saying this is not how we should treat it. Instead, you all should just go ahead and log in to all of your classes every day just to make sure that you're not missing due dates, just to make sure that you completed the work the day before, and so on. This goes back to setting a routine for yourself. If you get in the habit every morning of checking on every single class, this will completely be a safeguard against missing due dates. And you won't miss anything. You won't miss anything that pops up, anything that you have to complete. It'll just be something that you do every single day. Another thing that you all are aware of is that we have office hours. All of your teachers are going to have office hours. So you may ask yourself, when are the office hours for social studies? All of the office hours for all 3 8th grade social studies teachers will take place every Wednesday from 1:40 p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. Now you're going to attend our office hours if you have a question about an assignment or if you need help understanding something that we covered in class. Because our office hours are such a short period of time, it's only 20 minutes long, we recommend that if you have a very simple question that could probably be solved through email, just go ahead and send us an email and we'll get back to you very promptly. In order to attend our office hours, you guys will get a link through Clever and you'll be going through Zoom. Once you jump into our session, we recommend that beforehand you guys have organized your thoughts, you organized your question, and you know exactly what it is that you need to ask. If you happen to forget when our office hours will occur, we will have those posted for you guys on our faculty webpage. Speaking of Zoom, you all have been told that you guys will be required to attend live stream sessions from each of your teachers each week. So a question that you might have right now is, when is that social studies live stream going to take place? All the 8th grade social studies live streams are going to be available through Zoom, and they'll be done every Tuesday and Thursday. As teachers, we are going to be live streaming every one of our classes on both of those days. However, you guys will not be required to attend all of those sessions. Instead, you'll only attend the session that is your class period. We won't be filming the entire 90-minute session. Instead, we'll only film around 20 minutes. And like I said before, live streams will be done through Zoom. So all you have to do to get to Zoom is go to Clever first. Once you're in Clever, you'll see a box with your teacher's name along with your class block. So click on that, and then it'll take you to a link to the Zoom page. You'll see a box that looks something like this off to the right. Click on that box, it'll take you to the Zoom website. You'll type in your name and then you'll click join. Once you do that, you'll be in the session and you'll be in class with us. After the session is over, you're free to log out and you're done with that requirement for the day. Alright, so for now that's going to do it for our tips video on how to be a good distance learner. We are here for you guys. We want to make sure that you stay informed throughout our entire class. We're going to be doing this for the first 9 weeks at minimum. So hopefully we will get used to these programs. We'll get used to communicating with one another outside of the classroom, and it will be a smooth ride. I know for a fact that we are all excited to meet you guys in person. We can't wait for when that day comes. But for now, we'll see you online.